All right, Shalom. This is Ariel Ben Yasharala at the Lion's Den. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rechak Wadash Ma'amath. A double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. A double honor to my elder as well, Harwan Ben Yasharala out of the Lion's Den. Not double honors, but the water to the Akim, not Kwatim, and the children that's pushing the truth and believe it with sincerity. The water. Um, this movie that's on Netflix called Don't Look Up. It's a it's a very funny, very enlightening movie. But looking at it with a spiritual eye, the main thing I was thinking of, well, the premise of the movie. If you haven't watched the movie, go ahead watch it. I'm finna spoil it. But some astronomers found that a comet was coming directly towards Earth, and it was like bigger than Mount Everest. So, and then they called it a planet killer. So, they said that the world had like 10 months. I think like a year or two or something like that before it hit and destroyed Earth. And they went on news and told everybody, but nobody believed them. Okay, and then it became a political thing. It became a hashtag. The president was trying to run for they were trying to the president was trying to it was a female president, but she was trying to get reelected. So she made the Don't Look Up campaign. All right, at one of the Don't Look Up rallies, one of the dudes looked up and was like, "Damn, there's the goddamn comet. Y'all been lying to us." And the whole time they were just living their normal lives. They weren't preparing. All right, they made a mission to go try to blow it up, but then they didn't. They decided to not blow it up after they found out that it had precious minerals in it. So they were going to let it hit the earth, and so they could try to get richer, you know. And then eventually they made a little spaceship, and they flew off into a different planet, and they all died on that planet. But the whole time, let me get my scripture. The whole time that they were living and trying to prepare for the upcoming comet that was about to hit the earth, the main scripture I was thinking of was Matthew chapter 24. I'm going to start at verse 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. All right, so verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall be the coming of the Son of Man. So shall the coming of the Son of Man be. And that's all they were doing. They were laughing, they were drinking, they were marrying, and giving in marriage, and that's all that they were doing the whole time. Their destruction was coming, and in the movie, the movie title is "Don't Look Up," and there were a group of people that knew that the meteor was going to come and hit Earth, but they didn't want them to because they wanted them to. They still wanted control over the people's minds. They still wanted, the little bit of power that they did have. All right, let me get my next con. This is Luke chapter 17, start at verse 26. Start at verse 26. Luke chapter 17, verse 26. It says, "And as it was," and just to reiterate my first precept, "and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, and they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all." And that's what happened in the movie. The comet, it hit the earth, and it killed everybody. And all they could say was, "Damn, we should have listened. We should have taken heed." Verse 28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Con. And that's ultimately what's going to happen to what people call America today, which is in the scriptures is Babylon, aka Rome, Greece, Egypt, and that's what's going to happen to this place. And everyone's going to be drinking and trying to live in that mirth spirit. All right, I'm gonna get this scripture real quick. Proverbs. Proverbs. Chapter 20. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. Con, you can't be deceived by these vain philosophies. All right, we the men of Yahweh Shai are out here on the highways and byways telling you America is about to fall. America is about to be destroyed. All right, but we preach the good news because when we say it's going to be destroyed, there's going to be a new kingdom coming up from that. That is going to be a beautiful, everlasting kingdom. All right, and it's best to gird up your loins like a man and gird your mind because it's like it because you don't want to be deceived by these vain philosophies. Like in the movie, they had a whole coalition of people trying to tell people that there's no media, that there's no comet that's about to come and hit Earth. All right, they saw it with their telescope. They did all the math and they knew it was going to come. And everybody was just like, no. Or there was a whole group of people that were saying, no, no, it's not going to come. It's not going to come. And the only reason everyone knew is because they all looked up and they saw it. All right, that he had to he and the astronomer and the woman that he found it with, they had to lead a whole rally themselves on to look up just to show everybody. And with looking up, I'm gonna get Luke chapter 21. Let's start at verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the roaring and the waves roaring." Con. And there's going to be a lot of celestial events happening in the so-called Gregorian calendar New Year that's about to come out. All right. Verse 26, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Con. Yahweh Shai coming in. Well, I'm going to keep reading. Verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Con. And that's what they're going to see. And when they see it, their hearts will fail them. All the strength will be left from them. Verse 28, it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Con. So we should always keep our minds in the sky, minds in the clouds, in the heavens, all right, because that's truly where our treasure is. And when that banker Yahushua comes back, he's gonna give us what we stored up. Right? He's gonna give us our so like yeah, he's gonna give us our glory as it will be as his glory too. So I do recommend this movie. It's a very good movie. Very, very enlightening, very funny. Pray this is edifying. Shalom.